Hey guys. So, I'm back. I know I've been MIA this week. It has been a crazy week. So I know I posted like my throwback Thursday, and if you guys didn't see on Wednesday, I kind of got it up late Wednesday though. But on Wednesday, it was the 10-year anniversary of my cousin's passing, and I put up a tribute video for her. But other than that, I haven't made any videos since Monday, when I was telling you guys that I wasn't feeling well. So, it is Friday night now. Alex is out with his friends, and hopefully you guys can hear my voice. There's a little bit of a difference from my video that I made on Monday. My voice is almost back. Almost. And I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Not as tired for once, but basically Monday I went to work, and I struggled to make it through the day on Monday. Thankfully, as it turns out, the pizza lunch and movie that Margaret was signed up for at her preschool, because it was in her preschool class, I did not actually have to stay for it. So when I got there Monday morning, we did some activities, but I was feeling like, just so fatigued. Like, I always have some level of fatigue going on. It just comes with having lupus. So I never feel fully energized. I never feel fully rested. So I've come to learn how to live with a certain level of fatigue. But there are times when it is worse than other times. And of course, if I have caught some kind of a bug, it just makes it worse. Because, like, if you're healthy and you don't have any chronic illness or disease or anything like that, you know how you feel when you get a cold or when you get a flu and you just have no energy. So if you think about it, when you live with that kind of fatigue every day and then you get sick on top of that, it's like a double whammy. So I literally felt like when I was trying to walk on Monday, I felt like I was dragging cement blocks on my feet. It was just like everything was slow motion. I was fighting to keep my eyes open all day. It was bad. So I managed to do a couple of activities in the morning, and then Margaret wanted to go and watch. I found these YouTube these children's exercise videos on YouTube. And so I will sometimes put those on if it's bad weather and we can't get outside to play, because she needs to be able to get exercise. So if we can't go to the park or, for a walk or whatever because of the weather, these videos are great because it allows her to get all that energy out and get exercise, and then she has a good nap in the afternoon. So she wanted to do the exercise videos, and I was like, okay. So we went down and I put them on, and she always wants me to do the exercises with her. So it was a little difficult for me to do that because I was just like, I just want to go to sleep. So I just kind of like stood up with her, but she was kind of standing in front of me. So I just kind of winged it, and I kind of like, she thought I was doing the exercises with her, but really I was like kind of just standing there because I was like, I just can't do this. But anyways, so she was doing all of that, jumping around, having a good time. And then I needed to sit. So I don't usually like put TV shows on for her to watch. Like, she gets to watch some Netflix on the iPad while she eats lunch or breakfast. Like that, her mom allows that. But usually I don't put the TV on. Like, we usually are out doing something or doing activities. But I just couldn't like function that day. So I put on an episode of Sharon Lewis and Bram that I found on YouTube because I have all the CDs of them, and she loves listening to the music. Like, we put the music on all the time and dance and stuff. So she thought it was like really cool to watch like an actual, like to actually see Sharon Lewis and Bram on the TV. So that gave me a chance to like sit for a little while, and it kept her occupied. And then it was time for us to go over to her preschool. And so when I took her there, I was like ready to go in with her, and her teacher was like, oh, no, like just drop her off and you can come and pick her up in an hour and a half. Like, I dropped her off at like 11:30 and I got to pick her up at 1. So that was kind of a nice break. I got like an hour and a half to myself. So I ended up, what did I do? I think I went like across the street to McDonald's, and I got myself a salad and a drink and just sat there and ate and just kind of like rested. And then I went and picked her up at 1 o'clock, and then I walked her home, and it was basically her nap time at that point. So when we got back, I read her like a couple of stories, and then it was nap time, and she slept for 2 hours. So I got to rest there. So that helped get through the day, but it was really, really hard. Like, and then when the day was over, like to walk to the bus stop and then get on, like, or actually walk to the subway, and then I had to take the subway, and then I had to take the bus, and it was just like every little step was just like, I don't even know how to explain it. It was just awful. So I came home, I crashed, and I had dinner. Alex made dinner, and I just like laid on the couch and watched a bit of TV, and then I went to bed. So Tuesday morning I woke up and hardly had a voice, and I just could not get out of bed. Like, I literally could not get out of bed. I was just so exhausted, and I'm like, there's just no way. There's no way I'm going to work today. Like, it's weird. Ever since I was diagnosed with lupus, I rarely ever call in sick. And I think it's because I tend to always think there could be a time where I might be hospitalized, or there might be something really serious where I'll really need to call in sick. And so I try my best to always go into work, because also I'm working for a family, and I don't like to leave them stranded for childcare. Like, I hate doing that to them, and I feel guilty. And I also always worry that they're not going to believe me, that they're going to think that I'm faking and that I'm just like playing hooky, even though it's not the case. Like, I just always feel horrible calling in sick, and I try to avoid it as much as possible. And it's hard because like I do always worry that they're going to think I'm faking it because I don't look sick. So, I don't think a lot of times people think I'm just totally fine and I feel great, but I just don't always feel great. So, but I mean, like I said, I barely had a voice. So when I called and Margaret's dad answered the phone and he heard my voice, he knew right away that I was not well. And thankfully they are very understanding people, and they've never been upset at me calling in sick. Like, I always apologize profusely, but they're always just like, no, just, take care of yourself, feel better. And, so after I called them, Alex made me a Neocitrin because my throat was super sore, like really, really sore. And it hurt to swallow. And when I would swallow, the pain would shoot up to my ear. And so he made me a Neocitrin before he left for work. I drank it and I went back to bed, and I slept until I don't even know what time. I eventually got up probably for a little bit to eat something because I needed to take my meds and I have to take them with food. So I think I got up and had a yogurt, and then I took my pills, and then I went back to bed. And I pretty much slept until I think it was 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I basically got up at that point because my back was starting to hurt from laying down so much. And so I just got up to kind of stretch, and I came and I sat down in the living room and watched a little bit of TV, and then I started to fall asleep again. I couldn't even stay awake to watch TV. So I fell asleep on the couch until Alex got home from work at 5 o'clock. So I pretty much slept the entire day on Tuesday. I was just up here and there, but I pretty much slept. That's all I wanted to do. And then Wednesdays and Thursdays, I don't work. I have those days off, so I didn't have to worry about calling in. So again, Wednesday, what was Wednesday? Oh, I couldn't sleep all day on Wednesday. I had to get up, which was really, really difficult. I had to get up because I had a appointment with my endocrinologist, for my thyroid. I see him once a year, usually. And that appointment was for, I think it was 10:30 in the morning. So I think I got up at 8:30 or something like that. And I ended up taking an Uber to the doctor's because I couldn't even muster up enough energy to take the bus. I was just no, I'm going to take Uber. So I took Uber. I got there. I had to wait an hour in the waiting room. And this is the thing that I always hate about my endocrinologist. And honestly, I've been thinking for a few years of getting a new endocrinologist. And after this week's appointment, I definitely am getting a new endocrinologist. The thing that's always bugged me about him is that he never does blood work. He doesn't send me for blood work before I see him so that he has the results in his hand at my appointment. He will see me and then he will send me for blood work that same day after I see him. And then based on that blood work, if he needs to change my dose of levothyroxine, he will call it into my pharmacy. Well, this time I waited an hour in the waiting room, and I'm trying to stay awake. I literally was falling asleep in my chair. So I'm struggling to stay awake. I'm waiting for an hour. I go in. He asks me how I'm feeling. I tell him. He feels my throat or my neck or whatever you want to. Yeah. He feels my neck. And he says, okay, well, are you still taking this dose? And I'm like, yes. And he goes, okay, well, I'm going to increase the dose a little bit, and that should help with your energy. And he goes, here's a requisition for blood work to be done in 6 months. And then you can come and see me after you do the blood work. So, like, see him in November. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, so you're not sending me for blood work today like you usually do? And he's like, no. He's like, there's no need to send you for blood work today. I have your results here from a year ago. And he said, this dose that I'm going to up it to is not like a huge increase. So it's not a big deal. And it'll help with your energy. And I'm like, this doesn't sound right. Like, you're changing the dose of my thyroid medication without checking my thyroid level first. Like, you're just assuming that my fatigue means that my thyroid level is off. And I'm thinking, like, it could be so many different things. It could be that I'm just sick. It could be my lupus. It could be all kinds of things that could be causing extra fatigue. And he's just assuming it's my thyroid and is going to up my dose without checking my level. When what if my levels were fine and I didn't need an increase in dose, and you're going to increase my dose, which is then going to throw my thyroid out of whack. Like, it just didn't make sense to me. So he gives me the prescription for the new dose and gives me the blood work and everything. And I go and make my follow-up appointment. And I was thinking of taking an Uber back home, but I'm like, it's a lot of money. Like, I don't want to spend all this money on taxis. So I dragged myself to the bus. I took the bus home, and I'm kidding you, it took me so long to walk from the bus stop to my home. Like, it was slow motion. And as soon as I got through the door, I put my pajamas back on and I went right to bed. I was completely exhausted just from a doctor's appointment. Like, it was that bad. My throat was still really sore. I was still coughing like crazy. And also I was starting to get congested and I was coughing up nastiness. So I just went to bed and I slept some more, basically until Alex got home again. We had dinner. And then I called my family doctor and I made an appointment to see him the next day. So Thursday I slept in until I think it was like 11 or 12. And I still could have kept sleeping, but I had to get up and get myself ready to see my family doctor at like 2 o'clock. So I took the bus there and I got to see him. He listened to my lungs and he said that they were clear, which is good. So there's no like bronchitis or like pneumonia going on there. So that's good. I told him about my appointment with my endocrinologist and he was not too pleased with that. And he was confused himself. And so he said, no, he's like, don't fill that new prescription yet. He's like, I'm going to check your thyroid today. And he also checked like a whole bunch of other stuff. He was going to check to see if I might be anemic. He was going to check like my liver, my kidneys, just a whole bunch of stuff. So I had a whole bunch of blood work done. And I'm going to get those results on Monday night. I made an appointment for after work on Monday because I'm really hoping I can get back to work on Monday. I think if I continue to rest this weekend, I should be able to because I'm starting to feel a little bit better tonight. My energy level is a little bit better. I think I slept until about 9 o'clock in the morning today. And I got up and I managed to run the dishwasher and do a load of laundry. And then that was it for me. I was like, that's it. I'm not going to do anything else. And I just rested the rest of the day. So my throat is not sore anymore, but my voice is still a little weird. You can probably hear it, but it's not as bad as it was. So yeah, so I'm just waiting to see what those results are on Monday. But basically I think I needed the sleep. I just needed to just rest, because I've been dealing with this cold since March, and like it kind of got better, and then it would kind of come back again, and then now it came back like full force this week. But my doctor was saying like it may be that I caught like 4 different colds, or it could just be one cold that's just lingering because of my immune system. But he said that the symptoms I'm having, he's seeing a lot of people have this, like it's going around. So, but he didn't want to jump on antibiotics this time. He just wanted to check my blood work and everything first, and see how I'm feeling when I come back to him on Monday. But I think really what it's been is that I don't think like when I first got the cold, like I did call in sick that week that I first got it in March, but then I pushed myself. I went to the Nick Carter concert. I paid for that like for days after that. And then I went back to work, and I've just been pushing myself and pushing myself. And, you know, like I went shopping with Paula for like a whole day, and then I went shopping again the next day. And like, I just think I've just really been overdoing it, and I just pushed myself way too much. And when I really should have just been resting. And so like, I hate resting because like, I hate not accomplishing stuff in my day. Like, I hate not being able to get chores done, or like make a video, or enjoy my dolls, or like hang out with, like, I just hate not being able to get stuff done. I don't like to sleep an entire day away. But I listened to my body this time and was like, you know what? I couldn't stay awake. And even when I would try to like start doing something, I felt like I was going to collapse. Like I started to get shaky. I was feeling weak. I also haven't been eating very well this week because I've been sleeping so much. I haven't really had any, like a lot of times I was skipping lunch and stuff because I'd be sleeping, or I just literally did not have the energy to get up and make myself something to eat. So that probably didn't help either, that I wasn't eating much. But yeah, so I was just drinking a lot of liquids, but just basically sleeping, and more sleeping. I've never slept that much before, and I think it did help. But I hate the fact that I've pretty much lost a week and haven't accomplished anything. So I was kind of glad that I was able to at least get some laundry done today that needed to be done. And I really want to like try and get this lupus fundraiser baby painted and finished. So I'm hoping that maybe tomorrow I'll feel up to doing a bit of painting. And as for like chores, like vacuuming, and there's still one more like load of laundry that has to be done. I think I'm going to leave that to Alex. So, I'm just going to try to rest this weekend. We're supposed to be going to Alex's aunt's for their Easter dinner on Sunday because if you guys don't know, Alex is Macedonian, so they have the Orthodox Easter this weekend. I don't think I'm going to go. As much as I'd like to, I think it's best if I just stay home and rest. so that I can get to work on Monday. So yeah, but that's pretty much been it. And I mean, like, I've had fatigue before, but this was like a whole new level of fatigue. I mean, I couldn't function. I really couldn't. It was a little crazy. I mean, when you really feel like that you're carrying around like cement blocks on your feet and you feel like you have like 100-pound weight on your back, like you just can't. And your eyes are like, ugh. I couldn't. And so actually that just reminds me, like, today's Friday. I did not go to work today. I had planned to go because I have a late start on Fridays. I start at 11:30 and I take Margaret home from preschool and give her lunch and she goes down for her nap. And it's usually a pretty easy day on Friday. But yesterday around 3 o'clock, I was like, you know what? I need to stop pushing myself at this point. So this is a week to just stop pushing. And so I contacted Margaret's mom. I told her what had been going on and how I'd been feeling that week. And I just explained to her what was going on. And she was like, okay, well, she's like, I hope it's nothing serious. And I hope you feel better and just take it easy. And she said to just let her know, like, on the weekend about Monday, if I can't make it, they'll figure out something. Okay, I'm on my phone now because both of my camera batteries are now dead. That's what happens when you don't use your camera for a week, I guess. The batteries just drain out. I think they're getting old and I need to replace them with some new batteries. I think they've just been, sorry, my hair is like a mess. I think they've been charged too many times and I think I just need new ones because they don't seem to last very long anymore. So, and I mean, one of them was a fully charged battery that I just had sitting there and it somehow drained like within 5 minutes. So anyways, as I was saying, Margaret's mom just said, like, don't worry, take it easy. You know, we'll figure out something for Monday if I can't come in. But I think, like I said, if I really make sure that I rest up over the weekend, I think I should be good. My throat's feeling a lot better today. And about, like, I was feeling really exhausted after doing the laundry, and I just laid down and rested. And Alex came home before he went out with the guys tonight, and he got my dinner ready for me because I couldn't even. And so, anyways, I think it was just like after I ate dinner, I started to feel a little bit more energized, but I mean, not like I'm not like ready to go like crazy or anything, but I like my eyes don't feel like I'm ready to like pass out. So, yeah, so I've just been hanging out here with Riley. He's here. We just finished Skyping with Yvonne. So that was nice to talk with her because I'm here by myself tonight. Alex is at his friend's, so they are hanging out. Yeah. So that's about it. And what else do I have to tell you guys? Oh, I got some stuff in the mail this week, actually. So let me show you that. So I am a huge fan of the Fry Life. They are a couple here on YouTube that does daily vlogs of their life. And Mary Fry is a cystic fibrosis patient, which cystic fibrosis is what my cousin passed away from. And oddly enough, I ordered these things a couple of weeks ago from the Fry Life store. Mary does watercolor paintings and they sell prints of them. And they also sell some of them as cards and things like that. So I ordered these, and oddly enough, my order arrived on Wednesday, which was the 10th anniversary of my cousin's passing, which, like I said, my cousin had cystic fibrosis. So it was quite interesting. So I got this 5x7 print to frame of this beautiful bluebird. And then right now, when you order from them, they send you a free print of these lungs that Mary did. And so purple is the CF awareness color, and it's also the lupus awareness color. But Mary did these lungs that have little hearts in them. I don't know if it's coming in clear. There we go. So I thought it was really interesting that this arrived on the anniversary of Brittany's passing. If you haven't watched the tribute video I did, please go check it out. And also, when you watch the 10th anniversary tribute video for my cousin, I also put links in the description to the other 2 tribute videos that I did for her for the 9th anniversary and the 8th anniversary. So if you want to go and check those out, especially the 9th anniversary gives a little bit more detail about Brittany's story, and there's some home video of her when she was a kid in there, and also a little bit of home video from her last Christmas with us. It was taken a few months before she passed away. So if you want to go and check out the 10th anniversary video, there's links to those other videos in the description to check out as well. And then I got this little pack of greeting cards. Says, "I am thankful for you," which I thought was really cute. So there's 3 cards in there with some envelopes. And there's another part of my order that is still coming. I was hoping it was going to come today. They had to ship it separately. I have an 8x10 print, as well as some t-shirt transfers that I am going to do up for CF Awareness Month, which is in May, which, funny enough, May is also Lupus Awareness Month. So I've always found that kind of interesting too, that with Brittany, with my cousin Brittany, we share the same awareness color and we share the same awareness month. And when she passed away, I had not been diagnosed with lupus yet. So it's really quite interesting that we have different disease, or she had a different disease than me, but we share the same awareness color and we share the same awareness month. It's kind of interesting. So there's that update. And then the last update is with Landon. His pacifier came. Susan sent his pacifier and it arrived, and it came with a pacifier clip that has a monkey on it and it's stripes. And Susan stamped her logo. I don't know if you can see it. She stamped her logo on the inside there. But anyway, she explained to me that she had to modify his pacifier different than you usually modify pacifiers. So it is a magnet, as you can see, but she had to do it a certain way because of the way that his mouth is. She couldn't get a magnet to sit straight on. So she kind of explained to me how to do it, and I'm going to have to make an attempt to make one of my own because I have lots of pacifiers to modify for him. But basically what she had to do is she had to, she told me she used like hot glue and put like a big glob of it, and then instead of sticking the magnet straight down into it. If you can see, I don't know how well it's going to show up, but it's on an angle. The magnet is on an angle. So the magnet's right here. And instead of it flat against the pacifier, it's on an angle. And then underneath that, she put a little bit of rolled up fabric and like underneath the magnet part to create this high up part, and then covered the whole thing with more fabric. And so this is how it sits on him, if you can see. Whoops. There. I don't know how well you can see it, guys. But you see how it angles against him, and it makes the pacifier like flat right to his face, like it's perfect. It's really interesting. So this is a Nook, and yeah, so because his mouth kind of goes on an angle, if you can see, it angles down, so this kind of goes along with it, and it just sits there like perfectly. So he's been sitting here with his pacifier, and I think he looks so cute with it. I know I said I didn't want to cover up his mouth because his mouth is so cute, but I really think he looks cute with the pacifier. And he's got his little hair sticking up. I think it's so cute. So, anyways, so I think I might give him some cuddles tonight. I'm feeling up to... I haven't held any of my babies all week, obviously, because I've just been so tired and bleh. But I think I'm going to enjoy cuddling him while I watch some TV tonight. And yeah, this has probably been a really long video now, but I just wanted to give you guys the update on my health and on fun mail that came, and yeah. So I guess that's it for this video. I think I'm going to sign off now and try and get some more rest in before I go to bed. I'll probably be going to bed in a couple of hours. And yeah. All right, guys. Well, I just want to thank all of you so much for all of your prayers, all of your get well wishes. I apologize that I haven't really been responding to comments this week, but obviously I didn't have the energy to do so, but I have read all of your comments. I just want to let you guys know I have read all of your comments, and I really appreciate them, and they really did, you know, encourage me, and I just really have just been trying to get as much sleep as I could this week to try and get better. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. I'm not sure if I'll get to do any more videos. It just depends on how I'm feeling. So if videos are lacking over the next few days or week or whatever, it's just because I'm really just trying to take care of myself right now and try and get myself better. So keep me in your prayers, and hopefully I'll be back to making lots of fun videos very soon, and I'll be feeling better. So all right, guys, I'm going to sign off now. Have a good weekend. I love you guys. Thank you. And Landon and I will say see you in the next video. Bye. Bye, guys.
Ever since puberty, everybody stares at me, boys, girls, I can't have it, baby. So be kind and don't lose your mind. Just remember me, baby, or leave me. Ooh, take